Hello everybody, CritCrab here with another story, this one about a player that actually stalked and harassed his DM repeatedly by doing things that are downright terrifying. Before we begin, of course, I would like to once again plug our amazing sponsors at Last Ark Tactics Analog. Last Ark is a TRPG like none other that I have seen so far. But one of the things I am very excited for is the fully fleshed out enchantment and curse system that allows you to fully design your character all the way down to their gear. Be sure to check out their Facebook page in the description for more updates leading up to release. Anyways, that all aside, roll post. After 2 years, I believe I'm finally ready to share this story. It's been a long time of paranoia and self-doubt, but things have finally calmed down. A little backstory. I'm a young woman from the Netherlands, and in a program for autistic young adults, renting a room in one of the several houses that are guided by coaches. They help teach us basic stuff: cooking, cleaning, taxes, keeping up a healthy sleep and work schedule, the usual things. Even how to balance exercise and free time. In the last case, one of our coaches had introduced us to D&D through setting up bi-weekly activities to host sessions. A lot of us were interested, and 5 of us had quickly formed a group. After playing for a while during the scheduled activity time, we decided to instead play at my house so our sessions could be longer. Mind you, we all had varying kinds of autism, some of us even in addition to ADD and other things. This is important for later. Fast forward a few months. After we successfully completed Minds of Phandelver, I talked to our DM about taking over for him. Excited to try DMing myself. We had a few party changes, but nothing huge. We had a Wood Elf Rogue, a High Elf Ranger, and the DM played a Half Elf Bard. And then there was our Drow Paladin player. He was a bit of an odd guy. Outside the game, the coaches often had him visit our home to start learning the basic cooking stuff with one of my housemates. He'd throw temper tantrums at the coaches if something didn't go his way. He was a bit of a spoiled brat, which didn't improve much on the account that his mother lives in the same house block as we do. He'd have trouble socializing, and I later learned he was a problem child when he still went to a special school. During the sessions, he wasn't a bad player. Didn't cheat, he was friendly, if a bit quiet. Our party had plenty of goofs together. Things were relatively normal, until I finally got to DM a campaign for the group. I loved making everything myself, from building the plot to hand-painting maps and grids. I even made some encounters that I'm still proud of. Over the course of the half-year-long mini-campaign, the other party members complimented me or let me know their critiques, which I could work into future sessions. All but the Paladin player, who gradually got quieter and started leaving sessions immediately after they ended. We initially thought it was just because he wasn't the best conversationalist, so we didn't pay it that much mind. He started to be more absent at the end of my campaign. I got messages from him saying he had headaches at the last moment, mere hours before we'd play. We had multiple conversations with him where we asked him to let us know on time. He'd complained that he didn't get to act during the sessions, while in fact he just didn't take any initiative. When we would finally play the final session with the confrontation against a big bad night hag, we fought a hilariously badly balanced battle, where I had severely underestimated the party's ability to kick my boss's butt, which most of us just had a good laugh about. After describing the epilogue, Paladin player went home early again. We were used to it at this point, so we let it be. As the rest of us are cleaning up the table, I get a message from Paladin. I'm absolutely shocked. He told me he hated my campaign, that my maps were ugly, that I was a mediocre DM, etc. I get in contact with the coaches, arranging for another talk, where he reveals that he'd been jealous of what I made. That eventually turned out to be a lie too. He wasn't jealous, he had, lo and behold, a crush on me. Funny way of showing it, I know. I carefully inform him that the feeling is not mutual, especially after what he said about my campaign, even if he didn't mean it. He eventually quits our D&D party. I start getting more weird messages from him. My bedroom window, facing the street, gets egged in the middle of the night. After we catch him in the act, his mother promptly pulls him from the home project, and he goes to live with her again. There's one big problem though. His mom's house and ours are both connected to the same private parking lot, meaning he has access to the back of our house as long as he has a key to the lot. I start getting rocks thrown at my house and even death threats. ringing our doorbell in the middle of the night, banging on the door after we turn off the bell, leaving creepy notes and letters, hunting down every single bit of social media and online games that I have accounts on, spamming threats and friend requests. I've had to delete multiple of my accounts just so he wouldn't be able to contact me anymore in any way. I had to change my phone number because he somehow made new numbers and kept sending me texts. But I'm still living in this house, so he still knows I'm here. Now, you can imagine I went to the police with all of this. I did. But there's an icky thing here in the Netherlands where if you're proven to not be able to be conscious of the consequences or effects on others due to a disability, you are protected from things like jail time and stuff. Care before the law, basically. This guy had a lot of things wrong in his brain, and although he got a good wake-up call when he got summoned to the station, he, of course, denied the countless online messages to be his. He could only be given a slap on the wrist and a therapist. That was it. The stalking still continued online for over a year, until he finally got bored of me not responding, unable to message some accounts, and unable to find any of the new accounts I made. I'm by no means scared of him. I've ran into him multiple times during and since then, and he didn't raise a finger. I'm still pissed that was all the stalker got, but I guess this is a good exchange for this being all he'll get as a reaction from me. End post. Holy hell, this lad. I'll give this guy a slight benefit of the doubt, given that he likely didn't know exactly what he was doing, but the people I feel are actually responsible for this would be the coaches. You would be hard-pressed to get me to believe that for over a year there was nothing law enforcement or his caretakers could do to stop or at least hinder this guy. I'm not letting this guy off the hook entirely, but come on, the coaches are there for a reason, and honestly, they have completely failed OP. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more stories just like this one. Till next time.